Sometimes it happens like this. Here is you, and it's a weekday, just another regular day in the office. Then a couple of co-workers get a promotion. You're happy for them, but also start to wonder, they got a promotion. Am I also going to get a promotion? What am I even doing at this company? The day goes on, but the feeling that you're failing behind still lingers. You log into Facebook or Instagram that afternoon. You see that a neighbor had a baby. An old friend from college is engaged. Another couple you know just bought a house. And now you feel so terrible, like everyone else is doing so well and you're getting nowhere. Sometimes in life, we see people of the same age grade with us doing so well, and we wonder why we're not lucky as they are. We wonder why we don't have the things that they have, the finance, the success, the connection, and all the beautiful things life has to offer. How can we even become successful in a world where everything seems like it's a luck? 5 years ago, I started a business named C-Trends. I sold fashion items, and guys, that was when the worst thing happened. That was when the pandemic hit. No one is going to be buying shoes and handbag, because where are they going to wear them to? I felt like a failure. A lot of my friends used to tell me when I wanted to start my business, they said to me, Cynthia, you're not good at business. And the whole strategy, the whole dilemma is just making everything, like validating everything like they were right and I am wrong. Do you know what it means to fail at your first business? You will feel like a failure, like a total failure, like failing at something that you're so hyped about on starting. C-Trends was supposed to be everywhere in Imo State, and the pandemic came and ruined it. But you know what? What doesn't kill you will make you stronger. Guys, in that quiet, depressing moment of my life, I thought about how many people who are currently facing the same thing, who are currently going through anger, depression, anxiety, and all of these mental feelings that we feel. We all go through tough times, and it's important to remember that most of the successful people that we know of today or we hear about today, they all went through failure before reaching their goals. As for me, if that pandemic didn't hit, I wouldn't have found out that one of the things that actually make me happy, like one of the things that gives me so much joy, was creating content. And I don't mean any content, creating awareness for mental health, helping people deal with what I have dealt with, various feelings that I have struggled with in my life. I started making videos on mental health, trauma, and emotions, and people started reaching out to me, telling me how much they love my content, how much they love my videos, and how my videos have been helping them, or how they just love to watch my videos, like it imparts something to them. I mean, it's so amazing to always see such comments from you guys. I really do appreciate it. I mean, it's encouraging. Thank you. So it's safe to say that without my business failing, I wouldn't have known what it feels like to feel like a failure. And I know I'm not on this boat alone. A lot of times we work hard, we put in our best, we do everything we can to achieve a goal, and at the end of the day, things just go south. Well, take a look at Walt Disney. I'm sure we all know who that is. Well, he's an American animator, and I'm sure we have all heard about Disney movies. We are talking about amazing cartoons such as Beauty and the Beast, Snow White, Mona, Aladdin, Frozen, and many more. Walt Disney is the mastermind behind all this amazing work, all this amazing animation. And this same man that we're actually talking about was actually fired from his newspaper job for not being creative enough. What an irony, can you believe that? They actually didn't see him befitting enough for that job because they said he lacks creativity. And guys, that did not stop him. That didn't stop him at all. After losing his job, he doubled up on his hustle. As a matter of fact, it motivated him to become what he is today. Now let's talk about Thomas Edison. Mr. Thomas Edison was one of the famous and prolific inventors of all time. The man who invented light bulb. He said, I have not failed 10,000 times. I have successfully found 10,000 ways that will not work. Everyone keeps talking about failure, failure, failure. What exactly is failure? I feel like we all have our own definition of failure, and most of the time is based off of our expectations and our values. And a lot of times we let people on the outside define this for us. A lot of times we see people who are successful and we admire them. In fact, we want to be like them. And also, the society we live in today makes a lot of emphasis on being successful. Let's talk about how perfect people tend to look on the internet. I'm talking about the expensive cars, the expensive houses, shopping from brands that most people cannot afford. And if you do not have all these things and also you're not contented, it's very easy for you to find yourself in constant comparison with the so-called perfect life that you see on the media. Wishing and wanting to be like them, constant comparison is a great way to live a very miserable life. And a lot of times, all we see is the success, which is the tip of the iceberg. We don't really see the hard work, the sleepless night, the disappointment, the failure that comes with that success. A lot of us don't see what all these successful people go through to achieve all the success that they have today. You know, the other day I was going through Quora and I stumbled across a write-up. Someone said, "When I compare myself to Lionel Messi and his ability with football, I get depressed. And he's even younger than I am." Now, this is to show you that a lot of us out there compare ourselves to people based off on their own definition of success. Let's explore some effective strategies to turn failure into a stepping stone towards success. A few years ago, when I was going through a business crisis and the pandemic crisis, when all this happened, I felt very clinical about everything that I was doing. What was the point? And what helped me was actually having a sense of hope that those feelings will come to pass, and finding purpose in what I was doing and spending time with friends and family. Hope, purpose, and inspiring success stories. Now let's look at the success story of Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's. His success story was one of inspiration, determination, and hard work. He had that hope that everything was possible, and he made it happen because he had a purpose. He used to be an ordinary man just like me and you. As a matter of fact, he sold paper cups and milkshake mixers until he was 52 and founded McDonald's. And what about Mary Kay Ash, the founder of Mary Kay Cosmetics? She faced a lot of failures and setbacks throughout her journey, but she never gave up. She sold household items door to door, not until she was 45 and founded Mary Kay Cosmetics, which is now one of the most popular cosmetics in the world. I mean, how amazing it is that the age is not even a barrier. Or are we even talking about Steve Jobs, who co-founded Apple in his parents' garage in 1976, and today Apple is everywhere. These wonderful creators have proven that failure isn't the end of the road, it's just a detour leading to something incredible. Failure is just your biggest teacher. There is no light without the dark. Another way I inspire myself is acknowledging that failure isn't always failure. It's not always what it seems to be. Do you know that one of the most amazing inventions that we have today happened when the inventors were researching something entirely different and they just, boom, stumbled across it by mistake? I'm talking about the likes of microwave, super glue. Who could believe that microwave was invented by a mistake? Percy Spencer was trying to invent something entirely different when he failed, and he took a step back and he found out that the heat from the magnet melted an engineer's snack in 1946. And that was how microwave was accidentally invented. The same thing with super glue. They were trying to make a plastic gun for some soldiers, and they found out that the compound was too sticky. That was how super glue came about. So apparently they failed at their original goal, but considering what came about this failure, would you still consider it to be a failure? The growth mindset. I was having a conversation with someone the other day and I said something to her. I have found comfort in failure. I know this statement sounds a bit rational, but that's the truth. I'm no longer scared to fail, but that doesn't mean I want to fail. but it simply means I'm not going to keep on dwelling on it. Failure is a step on the journey and not the end of it. Most times, the failure feeling can be so real, and for every time we are faced with that feeling, it usually does not mean the end. Failure is a chance to learn, although it doesn't feel good at that time. But a change in mindset and perspective can help shift the way we see things. Do not let your mindset be the rock blocking your path. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Our mistakes help us grow and evolve. It's all about shifting your perspective and mindset. Social media has a way of making everything look perfect, even when it's not. You never can tell what people are going through, even though they live in the nicest house or drive the most expensive cars. That doesn't mean that they haven't been through failure or hard times. So be you. Keep pushing forward. Keep believing in yourself. You've got this. Well, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful in any way, let me know what your best take is in the comments. I can't wait to chat with you all. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye for now.